Hello, Critical Conversation Bros here. I'm Behold Greatness. This is...
Top Row Bubba.
Well, I think more like 1K Bubba, but yeah.
Yeah,
buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Exciting. First video after announcing about 1K. We really got a lot to get into, and let's start before we get to our Backlash reactions. Let's talk about Liv and Dom and the little Easter eggs we're getting here.
Oh yeah, those what is that?
What is that? What was that in our pocket?
A bandana.
Oh yeah, and it was purple.
Purple.
It was definitely Dom's. So they're teasing Liv being the new mommy.
This could be interesting.
She can be my mommy any day, but that's besides the point.
I will fight you where you sit.
It's exciting though, because she is a popular figure.
Yes.
And they had to do something, but is this the right move? Does this create a super feud between her and Rhea when Rhea gets back?
Of course. I think that's their whole plan because obviously, Liv and Dom Dom are going to get in a love triangle and... Whew.
So this might be what's best for business, right?
I mean, mommy on top, mommy on bottom. Yeah,
Giving us the little crumbs has been a creative way to do this.
Yeah.
And a way to drag it out, but not make it boring.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you got fans wondering... They know something's going on.
Yeah.
So I think it's an exciting prospect.
And it was an easy way to shut out the Liv and Bo Dallas thing. So.
Yeah. I mean, and which I'm sure they wanted to squash those rumors because Bo's got his own thing going on.
By the way.
And that's happening soon.
I think I figured out when Bo's showing up.
When?
The next pay-per-view.
When is the next pay-per-view?
May 25th, something like that.
And what is that pay-per-view?
It's in Saudi.
Oh, what is that? Is that the Queen and King of the Ring?
It is, but you know why he's showing up?
Why?
When is his birthday?
Oh.
May 25th. So maybe that's when he wants the birth of the new whatever he's going to be.
Okay. I might buy into that. We'll see where they go. I think we're going to continue to get some
we're going to get
vignettes and
we're
stuff
going to get a QR code tonight.
Yeah, QR code and stuff. So I'm excited for that. Let's talk about injuries. There's a lot of injuries going on. What is your thought? Is it a schedule issue or is it just fluke bad things happening?
Well, I don't know. Because the whole Bobby Lashley thing, obviously we have theories that we've heard, whether he's injured or not.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe both, really.
Yeah. I mean, I think it could be a rash of bad luck. It could also be, this is a tough time of the year with the schedule because those that didn't take time off yet have been working hard. Cody's had 43 matches already.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Rhea's injury was probably an accident. I don't really feel like that was planned.
That's fluky, but I think, and also I almost feel like...
Not that you plan an injury, but like...
No, but she has been working a lot. Same with Drew.
Oh, yeah.
And even though they're fluky accidents, it could also be fluky from overworking.
I feel like Drew's a little more set up for that whole CM Punk story.
I think he could have actually been hurt, though, as well.
This is true.
Same with Punk actually getting hurt.
Yeah.
You just have dumb things happen. These are not injuries that happen every day.
CM Punk's character trailer popped today because that DLC does drop on the 15th.
I did find it interesting that his rating is just 1 point higher than Drew's. So they're keeping that going. And
they're working perfectly.
Let me tell you something. There's not many things that they do like astoundingly great. That's one of them.
Yes.
So I'm here for it. It's fantastic.
And that whole Drew CM Punk storyline. Sorry, Sam, if you watch this, CM Punk is doing excellent work, even with him being injured.
Yeah,
I know you wanna. He's never in the ring because he's always injured. Blah blah blah. Unfortunately, I feel like he's had two really fluky bad.
Yeah,
elbow injuries. But I think we're getting ready to get the best CM Punk we've seen in a while because he knows he has something to prove, I feel like, and he wants to take over.
Yeah. Biceps, triceps, they're all funky things. It happens.
And I'm calling this a spoiler. He's winning Money in the Bank.
Who, CM Punk?
Yep.
Whew. Yeah, that's controversial and kind of like that whole... bracket for the King of the Ring, man, they got some tough decisions on their hands. and they're really in a bind depending on who they pick.
Yeah.
Because where you go from there, I don't know. A mid-card title, something, I don't know. The rumor has it the winner's going to get a title shot, and I'm not sure that's going to mean anything or bring prestige to the King of the Ring unless that person does win. So I've got a lot of questions where they're going from here.
Yeah.
Because if they do that for the women too, why do they have Jade in this tournament? And if she wins, you just created a whole mess with her already being a tag team champion.
Yeah.
I don't think they're ready to just pull the trigger and give her a strap unless they're going to all of a sudden be like, boom, Women's Intercontinental is here. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think the women's need a mid-card title like NXT is doing.
And you know, and the way NXT is doing that, I was skeptical at first, but I'm on board for it. I'm here for it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Because they made it logical.
We finish watching NXT,
we do.
Don't we? Yeah.
NXT has been something incredible here lately.
Hands down better than Raw and SmackDown have been. I'm sorry to continue to say it, but it is.
And can we talk about how great that metaphor segment was?
Yeah.
It wasn't what I thought was in the envelope,
yeah.
But boy, did they turn that around from being what I thought could be a flop to being an incredible angle.
Well, now you got the whole Lash and Trick
Willy
Wonka.
It was good. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Trick Willy.
I thought it was a good way to do this. Man, NXT is just incredible. We're gonna see Gigi with that character change here any moment.
I want to say Cora Jade's probably soon ready to come back.
That I don't know.
I want to say.
Can't confirm that on her or
I
Nikita.
can confirm the stuff she keeps putting out on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But you know, Roxanne
I don't
doing
understand
her thing.
What Braun Breaker did wrong, but
yeah,
he screwed up.
But NXT has so much excitement around it right now, and man, I'm here for it. And Ilya Dragunov going to succeed right now in his first match, beating Ricochet. Boy, what a match that was.
Yeah.
So,
and the whole Speed champion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the value that championship has, and I question booking Ricochet in that manner. It was a fantastic match, but you just had your Speed champion lose in the first round of a King of the Ring tournament.
To be honest, they really need to bring back the 24/7 title. I know a lot of people complain about it.
The 24/7, 2011, 7-Eleven champion. Blah, blah,
no,
blah.
I-95.
Whatever he is.
But
R-Truth did make that exciting, but it didn't have value.
It didn't have value, but it did bring excellent entertainment.
It did, but that goes back to argue maybe something. Since we're exiting the PG era, is the Hardcore Champion revival?
I'd be okay with that.
No, a possibility.
Yeah.
I think it could give that edge that some people are missing and want.
Agree.
So I don't think that's a terrible idea.
No.
Because then some wrestlers you don't really have plans for can get involved, and you're not really hurting the prognosis of the main title scenes.
Mm-hmm. By the way, titles are censored, so we should maybe possibly see Baron Corbin. Speaking of
SmackDown, yeah.
Speaking of which, Baron Corbin said he'd be interested in joining Randy and KO to beat up the Bloodline. So, and I'd be open for that.
Which brings us to a huge discussion of the Bloodline.
Yeah, I kind of led us into that.
The rumors are they're scared to introduce Jacob because he might outshine Solo. While that's
probably
understandable, I think at the same time, I think we are underestimating Solo maybe to some extent. And maybe if they unleash Solo, maybe Solo's just been cooped up and not allowed to do certain things. So if he's allowed to do more and show more,
yeah,
what's the holdup?
That's a great question.
Right. I think it's a mass overreaction, and you know, who cares who's pulling the strings exactly?
I think 100% wasn't planning on Tonga Loa showing up.
No, but this is an exciting prognosis. I think introduce Jacob and you cross that bridge when you get there, because I think Solo has so much on him that he hasn't what's the word I'm over? He hasn't shown yet.
Yeah.
You know, he's only been allowed to do so much. Let me tell you something. Big part of his character development, him coming out with shoes, Rolex necklace. I mean, he already did some things that you never thought you'd see him do to begin with.
He can't really go back right now, I feel
so, let him keep doing things. If he's going to keep evolving his character to be the man, I'm here for it. Let's see him. Let him do it. Let the man cook.
And now we have possible free agents from the WOW promotion.
Boy. Yeah, so
the what? Yeah, right?
Tonga Twins or something.
Yeah, something.
But
like
regardless, we have potentials for the bloodline to expand.
Oh,
and didn't you say Naomi was facing Nia?
Yes, I did.
And I have a theory that one of them is going to lay down for the other and show some bloodline allegiance to move into that next round in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Just a thought. I'm not saying it'll happen, but I think it could, and I think it could be an interesting segue in adding women into these bloodlines.
Unfortunately, he has been right on a lot of things he said, so I can't disagree.
You know, sometimes you just get lucky with some of these guesses.
Even though we need
but it makes storyline logical sense to me if that's how you want to introduce it.
Yeah.
Because you're ensuring your family gets in and the one that you want to be in that position to get there.
By the way, I saw a stat a little bit ago. Backlash was AJ Styles' first 5-star match since being in WWE. How is that even possible?
I don't put a lot of stock in the people rating these matches 5 stars because my ratings are way different than some of theirs most of the time. And if I'm being honest, you know, the prognosis in which you are rating these matches can be different for everybody. Was it a great match? Yes, it was not a 5-star match for me. It's not a 5-star match, not in my opinion.
No.
Was it a 4-star match? Absolutely. It had that quality, it had that storytelling. It's fine. It's a 4-star match in that aspect. But for me, it wasn't a 5-star match. You're overrating it at that point.
Yeah.
And I think we get caught up in overrate some matches that don't deserve that overrating. Now, was it a great pay-per-view for what it was? We're going to segue right into that.
That street fight was outstanding.
Whoa, let me tell you something. I went back, watched it because I didn't watch it with him.
No, he didn't want to come hang out at Steph and Sam's house.
I had my kid. But let's start with Bianca and Jade beating the Kabuki Warriors. What are your thoughts on this? Was that the right call?
Yeah, it was. I wasn't impressed though with the match.
A little sloppy.
I'm hoping that it was, like I keep hearing, it was just hopefully the language barrier and some other issues to why Jade looked a little rough.
She wasn't the only one. Kyrie looked a little rough.
Yeah.
So,
I'm hoping just.
And I did see that all of them wrestled at least 4 days, and Jade wrestled 5 days in a row.
Oh, okay.
During that stretch. So I don't know if that was a contributing factor or not.
It might be.
But fatigue, she hasn't wrestled that many consecutive days for a while.
We'll find out tonight.
You know, she's got to get in that groove. And so I'm going to cut her some slack on that because the talent's there, the ability's there. I just think our expectations were a little high.
Yeah.
You know, let's let her get into the groove of things because if I'm being honest, Bianca wasn't that smooth at the start either.
No.
As she was getting her, used to that grind.
You're right.
It's a different grind from AEW, different schedule, a little more demanding. So we'll see her continue to adjust and get better.
Yeah, I hope so. Because Jade has that potential to be that.
She's got the star power. She has the star power.
And that entrance is sweet. I love the whole Storm thing.
It is. Next one, the street fight that you were raving about, and it was great. Randy KO versus Sola.
I don't know if anybody else saw, but to me, those trash cans and them trash cans lid did not seem like the ones we see in America. They looked a little more sturdier.
That might have hurt.
Yeah.
But this was an important match because we introduced another member to the bloodline.
Tungaloa.
But it wasn't the one we were expecting.
Nope.
So this obviously
it caught me off guard
because
at first I started yelling. I was like, Jacob Fatu's here. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not him.
So this is going to be huge for the storyline because we know for a fact we're going to get a 4th member.
Yep.
So this is exciting.
Or 5th. Or 6th.
So how crazy is this storyline going to end up getting?
Bloodline massive.
I would imagine it's going to be somebody versus the Bloodline at Survivor Series.
But yeah, it's called Bloodline OG versus the Bloodline 2.0.
Oh, man, that has potential to be super exciting, and a convoluted mess all in one.
Yes.
Because where do you go after that? Who knows? But we'll see what happens here. I'm excited. The storyline has possibilities. They found a way to keep it fresh.
Yeah.
I don't want it to get stale.
Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of fresh, how about that Jay entrance?
Dude, I don't
Boy,
don't
he is
know.
over. He is so over. And his acknowledgement of the Firefly still being here. Love that. You know,
I did. It was a great touch.
adhering himself to the fans. We love that.
Yeah.
Him versus Damien, that match was just okay.
Yeah.
And we got our interference like we thought we would.
Of course we did.
But the Judgment Day seems to be breaking up.
The cracks are there.
Yep. But where does Jay go from here?
Yeah.
So over, we have to do something with him.
Kind of like we ask this question every week with
LA Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, over and getting lost in the sauce and not doing anything with it, but just selling merchandise. I was out getting pizza yesterday with the kiddo. I saw a guy with a Yeet shirt.
A yeet.
I'm just sitting there eating pizza. He's like, Yeet.
By the way, that new Yeet, whatever he was wearing, jacket, vest, whatever, is dope. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to order one.
This guy had the sunglasses and the shirt. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, sunglasses need to come in too.
Yeah. So I'm concerned where the future lies with Jay outside of getting stuck in bloodline garbage.
I mean, we need a much better Intercontinental and United States champion, just saying. And those two would be the perfect
No disrespect to
fit.
Sammy.
No. But those two would be the two perfect fits, Jay and LA. So
I feel like the Intercontinental was like a bone thrown to Sammy in this essence.
yeah,
They missed the boat on his hot streak. And the people are off that boat right now, and they need to get on the Jay or even LA Knight still.
And I think
is
that's
really
why that
popular.
rumor is slightly swirling about Sammy joining the OG bloodline again.
Yeah. And I think that could reinvigorate him and help him while opening a slot for Jay to finally get a singles championship that he deserves.
Yeah.
But moving on, Bayley versus Tiff versus Naomi. Bayley came out on top. What are your thoughts?
Obviously, I was right. It wasn't Tiffy time.
But let's be honest, Tiffy had that shit won. Yeah. Yeah, there was she had that shit won a couple times. Boy, let me tell you something. It was a good showing, and I was happy with the match. And it won't be long till it is legitimately Tiffy time. The talent is there, and it's undeniable. You can hate all you want. The talent's there.
It's about as fake as her top half.
No. I'm telling you. She is uber talented. I don't care what's
she
fake.
Will.
She is going to be a world champion.
She will. She'll have a title at some point. Yes, I agree.
Because the talent's undeniable. Some of the things I saw her do was just wow.
But Naomi looked good. Finally, she's starting to. I feel like get comfortable.
Get her
back.
legs under her. Yeah, she looked good.
Bayley looked good too.
Bayley always does.
As always.
Bayley does her work, and she does it great.
She does.
I've got no gripe with Bayley ever.
Nope.
I figured Bayley was going to keep it more you thought about it because they kind of need to build that roster over there first. And part of that is you just made Tiff and Naomi viable people to elevate the other people. And you really build that women's roster and make it exciting. So Bayley actually has some challenges.
Yep.
So I'm all right with that. I'm excited to see where they go from here.
Yeah, me too.
Cody versus AJ. We kind of knew who was going to win, but this is a low-key, really good match.
Yeah, it was actually. I feel like they got a decent allotted time. And I mean, yeah, it was good.
And I can never complain about a Cody or an AJ match usually because these guys are great workers in the ring. Consummate professionals, just an outstanding job by both of them, and just a testament to what these young guys need to be looking up to because these guys are good at everything that they do.
Yes, they are.
And they both have a distinct style, and they do it unapologetically, and they look great doing it. And these guys just have an identity, and they're just so good. And of course, Cody won. Are we happy with Cody winning?
Yeah, of course.
Do I think at some point AJ gets the shits and we see this? I think maybe.
Yes, I agree with you.
As soon as Judgment Day splits, I think this is where Finn goes, and I think we build something.
I agree.
But I'll wait to cross that bridge when we get there, because man, I'm excited for the prognosis of what could be.
Yeah.
But overall, what did you rate the entire pay-per-view? Because how amazing was that crowd? The crowd was lit.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 just because of that crowd. The crowd helped so much. I enjoyed watching it because of the crowd. I mean, the matches were good, but dude, I don't think I've ever heard a crowd that loud.
I think with that being an arena crowd, that does help.
Oh yeah, of course.
The atmosphere, but I think this is where people are like, well, why is the U.S. like that? It's kind of saturated here, and I made this sentiment here. It's kind of saturated here. We're spoiled. We see a lot of shows in the U.S. Across the pond. They don't see as many shows as we do.
Right?
In I think a long time.
Yeah.
But they don't get as many shows where they're at. So when they do get their shows, they're showing out, just like Puerto Rico did.
Yeah.
Man, Puerto Rico was fire when they were down there.
Yeah.
Guess what? France upped the game and they said, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see that. And I saw some talk online about specifically Backlash, but I could see them doing it with another pay-per-view. If you wanted to designate a pay-per-view to just be done internationally every year, somewhere different, I'm on board, man. I think that would be so exciting to every year know that, hey, this pay-per-view is going to be in a different country, and how amped is that audience going to be? You know? I'm thinking whether you go to Japan, wherever you want to go, India, who knows? There's tons of places you can go.
The moon?
I don't know about the moon.
Okay.
I mean, would that be exciting? SpaceX? Maybe.
Tried.
Mexico, wherever. It would be exciting to be doing different things in different countries and really giving these fans a chance to shine, not only on a big stage like that, but also them getting to see something they don't normally get to see in person live.
Yeah.
And I think that does nothing but grow the brand.
Even like Hawaii. I mean, have we really ever had a show in Hawaii?
I don't have that answer.
Yeah. I mean, that would be cool too.
But I think there's a great prognosis for, continuing to do shows with some foreign crowds and really grow the brand and let these people shine. Because, man, that crowd was outstanding. For me, I had to rate it 10 out of 10 because of that crowd.
Yeah. I mean, that whole Jay entrance, dude, I would, it definitely has to go down as one of the best entrances in WWE history.
It's in my top 5. I put it right there next to Bad Bunny.
It has to, yeah.
Entering at Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
It just gave you the chills. Your hair was standing up. It was awesome. It had a great feel, and you can just feel how over and connected these superstars were with these fans. They were outstanding, and I hope they get another show eventually.
Oh yeah.
So, overall,
I couldn't imagine watching 2 nights of WrestleMania in France. Jeez Louise. Wow. You'd probably need you would need earplugs for that one.
That would be exhausting. But the crowd made a 10 out of 10. If I'm going strictly based off of wrestling, I'd say maybe 8.
I agree with that.
It was a good pay-per-view, a little on the short side, but
you keep taking the oxygen out of this room. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm there too. But overall, great pay-per-view. Looking forward to where they go next. And man, the next one is the Queen and King of the Ring.
Yep.
And we'll be doing our predictions for that.
Yep.
So many ways they can go with this. I don't have high expectations for this one because this is.
We never do.
Saudi is where they flop a lot, but I'm going to give benefit of the doubt and keep an open mind, and we'll see what they give us here. And we'll be doing a prediction video for that and see where we go moving forward.
100 and or 11,000%.
Right. But thank you again for 1K subscribers, everybody. Thank you for following, liking, subscribing, commenting, all the above.
And joining us in the Critical Conversation Cave.
That's right. And don't forget to also find us on TikTok. Grow.Greatness, behold greatness. Top Rope Bubba.
I think I changed it.
Whatever it is.
No, I'm just kidding.
And then the Critical Conversation Bros on there as well. Follow us. We're going to be doing plenty of stuff. We got lots of stuff playing ahead.
Yeah.
Some shorts that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And
We're coming up with some ideas.
Oh, yeah. Got a lot ahead for us.
So, honestly, if you have any ideas on shorts that you want to see us do, put it in the comments section because we're open for that.
Yeah. Because I think we got some reviews ready. Some other things. So, we're excited.
We're working on maybe a wrestling idea.
Oh, yeah. So, once again, thank you. Continue to do what you do. We'll keep doing what we do. And hopefully we continue to grow together. It's going to be an amazing time. So, we will see you guys next time.
And
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.